Hey, it's Kennedy, the Gulf Coast Baller, the Panhandle Pro from Pensacola, Florida. And if you are seeing us on your tissue, that means it's Friday, 95 degrees,
Yeah.
5 p.m.
Yeah, all of that. I can't
All
make up
that.
Oh, yeah.
y'all
All
of it.
right. All right.
7 p.m. Friday. 95
There you
degrees.
go.
I
Yes,
got it now.
Yes,
yes.
5 p.m. Friday, 95 degrees.
Hey,
I ain't got
So,
nook and a nook ain't got.
hey.
Oh.
Get it,
I
get
was
it,
like, what?
get it.
yeah, it's the smoke screen, y'all. Next to me is Rose.
Oh,
Next to us is Carl. Under me is B. Next to us, Tip the bartender. How we doing?
We're
Hey,
Doing
doing
good.
good.
doing
We're doing
fine. How
good.
are you?
How about
Oh
you?
man, oh everything is everything. And what is the strain? What we inhaling, exhaling, elevate.
So today I got some runts and
Mm,
jealousy.
excuse
Um,
me,
Like once.
runts
I
and
and
jealousy.
jealousy. You can't
Yes.
never go wrong with runts.
No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming in at 19.97%. It is a hybrid, I think. Is it? I think so.
know.
Most likely,
let's go
I
with it.
can't
and
find it on the
everything.
package, but
We'll take
yeah,
it.
it's more good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying. I
Okay,
already started,
okay,
but I'm gonna finish it right now.
okay. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey.
then when you get cotton mouth, need to wet your whistle. Go on over to the bar. Heard they got a special.
I got
What
saying,
can I get?
I got saying, I need a refill. We ain't gonna talk about that, and I will get one. Don't you fret.
No.
This is called Take It Easy, baby. It's Tropicana Caribbean Sunset and a little bit of crown, well, a lot of bit of crown apple in
Ooh,
this cup, and it's good.
I like that you put a lot of bit in there
a
because a little
lot of
bit
it.
seems offensive. A
Yeah,
little
Yeah.
I
bit.
don't do that. I don't do that. If you gonna get a drink, you gonna get a drink, baby.
Mhm.
That's why you my best friend.
That's why you my bartender forever.
That's
There
it.
it is, man. And we don't want to offend nobody. Trigger
No.
warning.
Trigger warning.
So warning.
Oh
Warning.
man. Trigger warning. Netflix. Jessica Alba. Whose pick was this?
It was mine. Listen, I haven't seen many Jessica Alba movies in a minute. And when I saw Jessica Alba, I like Jessica Alba. She cute. I think she do good
Oh
in
yeah.
movies. And I was like, I
Yeah.
want to watch this. Let me see. So yeah, it was my pick.
All right.
All right. Let's delve into it. What did we like about this movie?
Okie dokie. So I also like Jessica Alba. I think she's adorable. But the breakout star for me in this movie
Uh-huh.
was Mikey. Mikey was my dude. Like I like Mikey. He was a simple kind of man, but he lived a very, complex life. And I appreciated his character and what he brought. He brought the comic relief because this movie was not funny. Um, and he was the only comic relief in the entire movie. So I liked him. And one of the most precious gems that he gave me when he was speaking in this movie is at the end. He asked him about the color swatches for the restaurant or the bar, whatever, and the choices were grandma's chin or dead salmon. And all I could think is them is the best choices.
That's the bestest one he could find. What you think, girl?
Like grandma's chin and dead salmon.
Yes.
I love it. I love that those are the only two options he wants to give up.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mikey saved the day for me in this movie. I really liked him. And Jessica Alba was cute.
Yes, she was.
Um, I didn't mind this movie. It was pretty good. Uh, Jessica Alba is like J Lo,
Uh-oh.
and
Okay.
I don't know if I always felt that way, but this movie definitely was giving me the same kind of vibes. And I watched something, not to put the light on J Lo. I watched a movie with J Lo about the high school boy. Something about a boy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That live next, can move next
The
door.
boy next door.
The boy next door. That's literally what it's called.
Boy
Yeah.
next door.
And listen, she was good in that.
Oh.
And I don't understand what happened.
Mm.
But when
She's
I think,
hot and cold. She's hot and cold. Like
yeah, I like that one. When I think back to Jessica Alba, I feel like she never gave me anything.
Mm.
Okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I did like the storyline of this movie, although it was kind of predictable. Like,
Oh.
There
to
you
me,
go.
Yeah.
you knew it was the
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah,
And
for
if
sure.
it was one brother, and now I know that this is the daddy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's all you
You
niggas.
know?
Yeah.
So for me it was predictable. But it was still exciting. You know,
Yes.
I watched the whole thing. So yeah, it was a good watch.
You watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I did. Finished it.
Yeah. I finished it too. I am of the same mindset. I kept thinking this reminds me of that J-Lo movie that I just watched. It just
Mm.
Yes, yes.
it just
When
she's
y'all
a
say it out loud like that, me too now.
Jessica Alba is a very pretty girl, and I'll be honest. The only thing that I really, really, really remember seeing her in is the Fantastic Four, and that's just because I like the Fantastic Four.
Same.
Yeah.
And Honey. And I didn't even watch Honey. I
Yeah.
know
Honey,
them
that was
movies.
one of
I
the
can call them
ones.
two
That was
movies
one
right
of
off
the
the
ones for
top.
me.
Yeah. I too found it predictable. This is a storyline I've seen many, many times.
Mhm.
And but it was still a interesting watch. It was okay. It was a quick watch. I'll say that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally, I enjoyed the fighting scenes. I thought all of a sudden you wouldn't expect little Jessica Alba to be doing what she be doing in the movie. So I enjoyed the fighting scenes. I enjoyed the action scenes. I enjoyed the fact that she didn't take no shit.
Oh,
If
baby,
you
she
want to
was
say something
nice
crazy
with
to
that
you
knife. Yeah.
she's definitely gonna punch you in the face.
She
And I
was
love
nice
that.
with the knives, baby.
Yeah,
she
and
was
them
good.
knives. Listen, I love a good knife, and she did too. And baby, that was her weapon of choice. At any given time, she had a blade on her because you know what you don't have to do with a blade. You don't have to reload it.
Nope.
It's always gonna be ready. So
Nope.
I love that about a blade. So
Whenever you
I love
ready.
that. Yeah, jug jug. So I love that
Tap tap.
about the movie.
Shank shank.
Yep.
All right. This was her first work look like since 2019. So
I'll
don't
get
look like she's done anything since the pandemic. Her last movie was 2019.
You
Her
know she
last
has
TV
the
show.
Honest Company, so she been
Oh.
running that. She got
Yeah.
the
I
Honest
did not know
Company.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The what
Yes.
now?
I knew it was
The Honest
something.
The
Company.
Honest
I don't remember
brand.
what hers was called, but I knew it was something.
What that
Honest,
is?
Like
It's a
brand.
brand.
baby
Like
stuff.
they make other
Pampers
stuff
and
too, I think.
Oh.
Organic type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for
They
the
make a lot of
environment.
stuff.
Yeah,
now.
more natural
Yeah.
stuff kind of thing.
Oh, okay. She didn't
Biodegradable, things
focus
like
on her
that.
business for a minute. She
Yeah.
got her Rihanna on.
Yeah, get
Yes.
yourself. That's exactly what I equated to.
Mhm.
Brianna Fenty and all
Okay.
that she got going on.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah.
All right. What didn't we like about this movie?
Okay, so just like I like Jessica Alba, also I just don't think Jessica Alba was the right person for this role. I feel like again I could only name two roles. I can probably think of more now that I'm thinking about it, but Fantastic Four and Honey was the only two things that came up for me. I know she's been in so many other things,
Yes,
but
she
them was
has.
the only things I could think of. And she was pretty girl in everything that I can think of. And she just gave me pretty girl in this movie. And I feel like a Michelle Rodriguez or somebody would have just been a better fit.
A
Yeah.
little bit tougher. Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean just a mix, a little bit of pretty and a lot of tough for this role. And I
Yeah.
just feel like she wasn't a lot of tough to me, even though the knife part was cute. That's another thing I ain't like. Why is the movie called Trigger Warning? But all she uses is knives. throughout the whole thing. I didn't like that. I like a play on words, and that just didn't make sense to me. So I ain't like that. Also, I don't like war in militant movies. Like I don't like. They don't do nothing for me. So that wasn't the start. Like somebody said, it was predictable. I knew who killed the father, like who was the actual person. My suspect, I think I had called it out like early. I got 40 minutes here, but I feel like that's early enough. Either way, um, when I guessed it, I was right. And I was just like, And then why did the black man blow himself up? I just never
I
got
couldn't
that
figure that
part.
out either.
I could not figure out why this black man would give her a warning. Hey, girl,
Oh,
five
I
minutes
remember.
away, but
Yeah, move
blow
it.
himself up. I'm
You
just
get
like,
back.
sir, you get back, like
Yeah,
you.
move back where she at.
Yeah, yeah, that
I,
pissed me off a lot.
yeah.
So that was weird.
Um, I
Ooh,
I think I already kind of went over it. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't terrible. I
it
don't
ain't do
know.
nothing for you.
It didn't do anything for me. It got exciting like I said, towards the end. The daddy, the brother really pissed me off. The police brother,
Whoa.
Yes.
because I don't know why. Like, why
Why you keep
you
doing
didn't like
this
this
shit?
girl so long, and y'all was so cool. Why would you let them do that? Like,
All of that they was doing,
Yeah.
like,
stupid. They had made me so mad.
oh
And I
yeah.
like Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah.
He was from 16 Candles and no, the Breakfast Club long time ago.
Was that the daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit,
Weird
I ain't
science.
know until you said it just now.
Weird
I did
Science.
not
Yeah,
know
Weird
who that
science.
yeah,
was.
yeah. I used to like him a long time
I
ago.
That's
used
that's
to
Yeah.
like
always gonna
Anthony
be
Michael Hall.
that's
Yeah.
always gonna be my favorite movie of his, Weird Science. As a
Weird
matter of fact, I need to
Science.
watch that.
Me too, I
Ooh,
think so.
that's
That
my
was a good movie.
favorite.
I
That's
like
my.
Weird
I would
Science.
watch Weird Science right fucking now.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah,
Whoa,
fuck out of that movie.
yeah.
Oh my
right
god.
That
fucking
movie
now.
was
Right.
so crazy. Um,
It's
but
so
anyway,
funny.
but
I love it.
I didn't like his character, which I'm sure was the goal.
Right.
Yes.
But I like Anthony Michael
I
Hall.
like him. Yeah.
Um, yeah, them folks made me mad, man. That's
The
Yeah.
another
whole
story.
fucking
Then,
thing.
the building caught on fire so fast. I
Hey,
know he was lighting it on fire.
and I know it's
Maria.
liquor in there.
Maria. Yeah.
Yes,
And that
it
shit
went up like,
fell so fucking fast. That
yes,
shit
that's what
fell
I'm
within
talking
like
about.
5 minutes of being caught on fire.
Yeah.
The fire truck didn't even have no time to really get there before the whole thing was just
Like,
Just
soon as
cave,
she
fucked
jumped
caving
up.
out,
in.
it was falling
Right.
down, fire covered
So
in
it really was
flames.
a hazard anyway.
It needed to
Um,
go.
Yeah.
They needed a restart.
looked like,
Yeah.
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 So I'll be honest. This wasn't a difficult watch, but it didn't keep my attention. I found myself in my phone watching videos and looking at stuff and doing my Walmart shopping. And
Getting shit done.
yes, and just letting it play in the background. And I would watch it, so I know enough about it to talk to y'all about it. But
Just
just
sit
it,
right here at this panel.
I wasn't enthralled at all. Um, Jessica Alba. So like I did want her to be tougher. Like I wanted her character, I
Yeah.
wanted her to be as
You
tough as
can't,
her character was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's not what was happening. Like
Yeah.
when they were having the fight scenes and she would grab him by the arm and flip him, I would think to myself, they just flipped themselves over.
Oh, it was
'Cause
about
she
big
didn't
as
do
my
that shit.
arms, B. All I can think is
Oh
that's like me
God.
trying to handle
You
one of
ain't
them.
like the
bitches.
stunts?
Like
Hey,
like
stop, Jessica.
WWE wrestling stunts. That's what it felt like to me.
Really,
That's what it
really and
felt like.
truly,
It
really and
didn't.
truly.
And Spider, I like Spider's character, but
Yeah.
I feel like he wasn't smart when it was time for him to be smart. He was
Ah,
smart
and
all the other
I have
time.
to agree.
He
But
was smart all the way up until he showed up at that mine.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was smart all the way until
Yeah.
Yes.
And even like if he's supposed to be her best friend,
He's cute.
when old boy sent them text messages from her phone, he should have known them wasn't from her.
that he
And
did.
for him to
Right.
just show up,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But then he showed up acting like, oh, I
What's
just
up,
came to
y'all?
check on her. Like, yeah, he didn't come in ready for the situation. So if he know that's not
Exactly.
his
He just
friend,
walked into it. That's
he
right. He just
exactly, and
walked
they just snatched him on up because he was acting like a big
easy.
old dummy.
Right.
Easy.
I feel
Yeah,
like if your friend girl call you to tell you, and y'all military and y'all get down like that, hey, they torturing me and finna kill me. I'm finna bring some weapons,
That's
and
how
I'm
I
Right.
finna
I'm
feel.
gonna
dress
bring something.
appropriately.
Just
I'm finna dress appropriately. I'm gonna have my Kevlar on. I'm gonna have all my
Huh.
pieces,
yeah.
all my weapons, because I'm finna go to war. If you gonna come with the power
I'm
behind
correct.
it.
I'm not
Um,
yeah,
driving up to the front door of the mine. I'm not talking to the people with guns that's standing in the front door. I'm not
uh,
doing any of that. I'm scoping
no,
out the scene from about a few clicks back or something.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
parked
But
up
that's
the
what.
I got my binoculars and I'm
Yeah.
seeing, I'm looking for
yeah,
you. And if I don't see you, then I'm gonna do some kind. I'm gonna see if I can scope the area. I'm coming
yeah.
in at
yeah.
you, girl. I'm
If
coming
one
for
of
you,
y'all,
friend.
if one of y'all called me and told me y'all was being tortured, it's finna be Rambo time. I'm
That's
finna get
it.
my
I gotta do
bullets
something.
and strap them to my
Yeah,
chest. I'm
I
gonna
gotta
get
get
my
in stealth
headband and
mode.
shit. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
finna go
He
down.
showed up in
yeah.
a fucking suit.
He did.
I
He
gotta
did.
get in ninja mode. I gotta get in stealth mode. Like, what are
Yeah,
you
Right.
talking about? You being
A black
tortured? It's
jogging
time for
suit
me
or
to come
something.
wreck some shit. I'm not
yeah.
showing up in a suit and a rental car.
Yes.
I
Asking
And
gotta
rental
questions.
car just drove up to the
Asking
door
he
and was like, "What y'all
let's
doing
go.
over here?"
Where let's go. Get out of here.
just got on my
Yeah,
nerves. That's what he did. It just I felt like they wrote that party and just to continue the story and don't patronize me. That's
That's
all. Don't
make it make
patronize
sense
me.
to me. Make it make sense to me.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
I
all.
I
Mm-hmm.
did
And
think it
that did
was
not make
predictable once you got to a certain part of the movie and you meet the
40
characters
minutes
and
in.
see. Okay, 40 minutes in, guys. Just so you know
Once you get
about
in,
that
you know,
mark. That's where you're gonna know what's happening.
you gotta know. I
It
don't even
was
know what
predictable.
happens at that point, but I know 40 minutes in, according to my notes.
Okay. You probably heard some conversation or some phone call and you saw some
Alleged
shit and be
to.
like, okay.
Yeah.
It could have been better. Let me be honest. The movie could have been better. It could have had a different character to be the main character. That's what drew me in, to be perfectly honest with you, was Jessica Alba. I was like, oh girl, let me see what you in. Um, but in they could have done a better job. But it was decent to me.
All right, all right. One time a spider, that's Tone Bell. He's straight out of Decatur, Georgia. Right
Okay.
out the deck.
Okay.
I
He's a
know I've seen
That
his
was
face in
British.
some other things.
yeah, he's a comedian, and my
Okay.
first time hearing anything about the Honest Company, and I see why, because she's making hundreds of millions of dollars
Hey.
as I just looked it
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
up.
she gotta do this. She just
Yeah.
wanna do this.
she
Yeah.
she making money on top of money.
Yeah.
All right, trigger warning, Jessica Alba. What are we giving this movie?
Okay. So as you said, Tiffany, it was a good watch. It wasn't a boring watch to me. I just don't care for militant war crime movies and things like that. It's not my cup of tea. I don't really like dramas. They're not my cup of tea. I needed way more comedy. I needed way more other than make me sad and make me mad. But I did enjoy the storyline, so I gave it a 3.
This movie kind of reminded me of Roadhouse, the new one with
Oh, I haven't seen that.
what's
The
his
new one.
name? Well, anyway, I
Yeah.
like that movie, but this didn't give me the same. It reminded me of that. You're blowing up on the place and coming to the town and messing with the
Mm-hmm.
people, but it was just okay for me. So I gave it 2.5.
Mm.
Takara, I feel like you was just in my head, just just listening to my thoughts because Roadhouse is exactly what I was thinking of, and
Yeah.
not even the new one. I haven't even seen the new one. I was
Me
thinking of the old one. Either way,
Yes.
it was
They was
Roadhouse with
good.
Jessica Alba. I feel like Patrick Swayze did it better.
Really?
Um, so I gave it a 2.5.
Okay. It was a decent enough movie for me. It was an easy watch for me. I can follow the story. It didn't really confuse me. You knew it was gonna happen. But sometimes you don't mind that. I gave it a 3.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there it is. Trigger warning. Comes away with a solid 2.5 blunts from the smoke screen crew. It got Jessica Alba in it. I remember her from Honey, like a lot of y'all do, and apparently
Yes.
she
Yeah,
just been getting
we'll watch
rich,
that movie.
taking time off. So it's on Netflix. Y'all go check
Yes.
it out if you want to see it. And that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna do it for this episode of the Smoke Screen. And
Yes.
for the next episode, you must come back to this same spot next Friday. See how that
Come
go?
on back.
Here.
Come on
Come
back.
to
We
Come
us.
on
love
back.
talking
You
to
hear?
y'all. Come on back, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah.